Yo, what's going on, Hero Clash? Welcome back to a brand new special video. Yes, when it comes to the beginner's guide, Lord of Battle. I know. I haven't covered this pretty much at all on the channel. However, a very interesting game played out last week that I thought I would cover, and both units did a tremendous job. And I just want to cover some strategies, some tips and tricks when it comes to Lord of Battle. But first, thumbs up, subscribe, and become elites. Join the Elite Empire. Click the second link in the description if you're elites. With that being said, let's jump straight to Lord of Battle. Here we go, the elites versus the Viking Brothers Union. Let's go. It has been neck and neck all freaking week. They're doing a phenomenal job on the Viking Brothers side, and I was like, dude, I gotta step up. I need to take my team to victory. So there's about 33 minutes left at this point in this week's game. I was like, yo, let me just check all my heroes. Looking at it, I actually decided to screenshot this, so I have it pulled up here, have my phone here, looking okay, make sure everything's squared away. However, now there is no perfect strategy unless you have every single thing unlocked. Then you can start to get to the tippity top where you have a few great strategies depending on who the enemy is. However, my Lord of Battle is going to be different from your Lord of Battle because, like I just said, it comes down to what you have unlocked. The Abyss Artifact, just saying, man. The Ecosystem, let's go! Isn't the Esper badge going on this week? Man. Yo, speaking of Esper badge, I want to get... Anyways, okay, I'm getting distracted. Okay, so here we go. So, my strategy... Now, you're going to look at this lineup and be like, wow, Shrin, you could do this, this, and that. And I completely agree. There's a lot of strategies. There's a lot of tips and tricks that I could do to better this team right now. However, there was only 33 minutes left. And I was like, wow, I need to do 10 to 20% better than the last 3 days in order to win this for the Union. To come clutch, you know, bottom of the ninth. Bottom of the ninth, bases loaded, 2 strikes, 3 balls, and this dude's throwing strikes. You know, so I decided to take I think it was like 16 minutes and just make sure everything was correct. And you're probably curious, yo, Trin, why don't you have Dragon Scale and Sage on Rex instead of Selena? So main reason why, I'm not recommending this, I'm just saying what I noticed when I went back on the gameplay is my Selena, after Ruth perishes at round 12 or 13, Selena was targeted next and then she would perish at round 14, which means Sparta is by himself with the twins and Padilla and Rex at round 14. But that's round 14 and 15 where I'm missing out on Sage. I'm missing out on great attacks, great attack damage, right? So I thought it would be smart to get that extra 10-20% damage is to rotate it. That's why I rotated. Now, is it the best strategy? Of course not. Like I said, there is no best strategy in the game of chess. Your strategy just needs to be better than the other person's. It's just that simple, right? And here, like I said, Hero Clash is going from a game of checkers to a game of chess. It's already in the chess phase, but now with more defense coming, a lot more offense coming, counter versus counter coming, Hero Clash is going to get extremely intriguing in the near future of 2025. I am looking forward to the brand new Nightfall, the brand new Tree Spirit. I don't know when they're coming, but they're coming. I cannot wait. And then the brand new human hero. Woo, man. Wait, can I get a woo, wait? Can't wait. But focusing back on the gameplay, on Padilla, I do have the Holy Horn to get that extra, bonus stat. It was armor penetration / attack, I believe. Attack. Is it attack and armor penetration? Oh, there's so much. But right now, the goal was to get my front line to survive all 15 rounds, +1 whoever has Sage in front of Sparta. That was the goal, right? And when it comes to the best strategies, put those in quotations, like I said before, it all comes down to what you have, and are you able to utilize what you have to go for the best outcomes, right? Because you could have the best strategy and just not have a good game. You only get 1 attack a day per team. So you could have, mathematically the best strategy from what you have, in the bag, and he might just have a bad game. It happens. It happens. It does. It really does. So, my advice to everyone wanting to do better in Lord of Battle, it comes down to education of what heroes do what. And I think it's best to first focus on defense, right? Look at your front line. The goal is to get them the last 15 rounds. That is the goal, right? Once you do that, or close to 15, depending on what you have unlocked, you know, there's a difference between having just Spirit Song Necklace and having Devil Shield on the front line. Obviously, you know, with the best artifacts, it makes it way easier. However, from a free-to-play perspective, you could still do a lot of damage if you know what you're doing, right? So, I'm getting distracted just watching this. However, one mistake I did make in this is the twins, right? So, I have Rex. Just kidding. I have Sparta with the most speed out of the three. Rex, Sparta, twins. So, on average, I want the attack to go. And then the twins kick in at the end. However, I made one crucial mistake that I didn't catch until I hit go already, and that is the red talent on twins. I have it to where the twins gain 20 speed, and it was throwing it off a little bit to where twins was going first, and it kept offsetting it. Like, yeah, there were some times where twins, it would activate, but I don't, right now I don't think it's worth it. Right? I don't think that talent's worth it. However, next time this team pops up, next time I use this exact team, then I'm going to test it out to see how many attacks Sparta gets after using his skill, and then the twins uses the twin skill to make Sparta attack again. That's what I'm going to be testing out next week. That's going to be extremely fun. But as you can see, right now, we are at rounds. Let's just move. I can't see the round. Round 5, right? And you can get a gist of what score you're going to get. You could take, you know, end of round 5. I'm getting distracted. I'm sorry. Yo, I just want to watch the gameplay, man. You know, looking at the shields, looking at the damage. I mean, I could sit here. Dude, you know how cool it would be to have Lord of Battle, like a practice mode? Yo, would that be fair, though? Yeah, why not? If it's available to everybody. Yeah. So we're almost halfway through the battle, and I believe Sparta has what, 5-1, 4-1-1M? Not bad at all, yo. Dude, look at all that damage he's taking from these hammer dudes. Insane in the membrane.
Celestial powers dispel all evil.
The cycle never stops.
Yeah, when it came to Ruth, for 2 of his gems, I decided to go with the debuff gems, which granted an extra, I think, 14% with 2 of them. And as you can see, it's working, which is good. Because in the event Sparta doesn't take out one of these blue guys, there's a possibility that they could be stunned, you know. And when you get, like I said, at this level, when you get to round 14, around 12, 13, 14. It might just come down to that last hit and that last HP. But anyways, okay.
Time to strike.
First focus on defense, and then you're going to want to focus on offense. Me personally speaking, I would say that Sparta is one of the best PvE heroes in the game, alongside Reincarnation. I haven't tested out Rose yet. However, I am currently building Rose, but I have to build Kataris first. For obvious reasons. Kataris is the move, baby. I cannot wait. So, and we have a video coming on him, maxing him out soon. So that's going to be fun. And, dude, I can't wait to test out combinations with Kataris and Sparta. Oh, man, let's go. And I know Kataris, he has a property where he does damage based on his HP. Oh, man. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. So I'm looking forward to building him. And then later this week, I'm actually going to study, figure out the best strategies with him. And then I'm probably going to have to focus on Rose just because just the duo, man. They're such a great duo, you know? So, let's see.
Celestial powers dispel all evil.
The cycle never stops.
Bathe in my enemy's blood.
Man, we need a Sparta type hero for the beast skins, yo. We really do. Now I think about it, dude, we don't have any really good outstanding beast skin heroes. We don't. Yeah, now I think about it. You know, let me pull it. I don't think we do. Like I don't consider Monica good. I don't. Compared to, you know, in the perspective of, you know, Sparta reincarnation, etc. for PvE. Let me see. Watching Hero Clash gameplay while playing Hero Clash. This is pre-recorded, by the way, for those who don't know. Pre-recorded, obviously. However, let me see. Beast skin we have is... Let me go to the Codex.
Bathe in my enemy's blood.
Yeah, we don't. Dude, we don't have any good heroes. Okay, let me rephrase that. We have some great... We have Phoenix, Dragonic. They're good heroes. But they're OG heroes, you know? Those heroes at the highest levels can't compete. Not saying they're not good, they just can't compete when it comes to Selena, when it comes to Kataris and everything else. And they're good Team 3, Team 4, Team 5, depending on where you're at in Hero Clash, you know, level 500, 600 or whatever. But yeah, we don't have a just Grand Slam.
Time to strike.
Bottom of the ninth, bases loaded,
Time to strike.
3 balls, 2 strikes, final pitch, beast skin up to bat. Who you choosing? There's none. Yeah, there's none. Yo, Hero Clash. We need some more beast skin. Like, we know about the Nightfall hero and the Tree Spirit hero and then the human hero. What about a good beast skin? Now, obviously there's beast skins coming, but are they as good as we want them to be is the question. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. Oh, man. So right now we are on round 11, and we lost Ruth. Unfortunate, however, it's all part of the plan. I know he would go between round 10 and round 12, and now it is up to Selena to hold the line. They're going to target Selena, and the goal, like I said, is to keep Rex alive to round 15, and Sparta and Twins and Padilla to 15. That is the goal. As you can see, we're getting mad HP, but she's taking mad damage. Take a doodles, yo.
The cycle never
Got the Twins
stops.
boom. You see how the Twins went first right there? Because I made that mistake. But I can't wait to fix that mistake and test it out and compare the two. That's going to be awesome. Round 12. Let's go. Man. Yo, could you imagine if you could create a strategy without Selena to get to round 15 and replace Selena with Denise and have Denise built up super defensive wise? Well, I kind of, well, it depends. She would have to survive Mafalda, but she wouldn't have to worry about the hammer dudes
Fate
until
is
Ruth
woven into
fails.
the stars.
So, but dude, man, sometimes Denise grants, you know, 20, 20, 24, 28, 32% damage. Man. One thing I've been saying for the longest time is I wish we can get a Denise type S plus here, dude. That would be a game changer. Could you imagine, you know, a Denise type S plus hero that grants attack, I don't know, crit res or crit damage res or yeah, something just diabolical. Dude, that'd be so wild. Just sitting there getting plus 4% or no, plus 5%. Oh my goodness. Jeez Louise.
Time to strike. Time to strike.
But yeah, when it comes to Rex, I decided to put Dragon Skill on him because I have the ecosystem maxed out for Dragon Skill. So, dude, I'm pretty sure his block is over 100%.
The cycle never stops.
Bathe in my enemy's blood.
Right now, we're aiming for about 100 to 110. And dude, like I said, that round 14 right here, just slapping the damage. Usually by this time, I just have the twins left or whatever. It's like, man, I need to maximize on this round 14, round 15. Slacking, yo. I was only pulling about 100 for this first team. I needed to increase it by 10, 20%, and we definitely did increase it. It's not bad at all. Round 15. Let's go. All we gotta do is survive. Boom. Too easy. Yo, Rex almost took an L right there. Yeah, almost took the L. Like, no. It's okay. You know, Selena's holding the line. It's cool. Look at that. Speck of health, yo. Speck of health. Whew. Let's go. Boom. Too easy. Boom. Dude, I still can't believe this strategy even existed when there wasn't many counters for it. Like, there was counters, but it was pay to play counters. Like, dude, this strategy just dominated for a while. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, baby. What are we at? 129 right now for Sparta. So we're about 30% higher, I believe.
All your pain shall disappear.
Trying to get that last little trinket of damage. Man. And 136,214. Let's go. 36% higher on average. But we're still short a little bit. However, now we have about 3.5 minutes. I'm looking, you know, like, you know what? Let me just go with the poor Selena combo. I'm going to go with what works for me. I think the new portion of this was just finished building Yord. I still have to get his relics, though, but I think he could be strong enough to, you know, feed energy into poor Selena. I should have fed energy into Sophia. Then again, like I said, I haven't tested it out yet. Both of them. There was 3 minutes though. I'm like, oh man. Well, let's make it suspenseful, and wait to the last minute. And so we got 1 minute right now. Let me just triple check my team, make sure everything's good to go. Artifact's good. Move it around a little bit, and then I kind of knew to get the dub right here. Like, there's no way this lineup's not gonna get me, you know, the average damage that I've been getting for the second team. And the last 30 seconds, I was like, oh man, hopefully no one on the other unions just watch. Like, oh, I got you, Trin, I got you. Watch this. No, because it's literally a hair, one attack from someone. You know, it would have been over. But I decided to wait to the very, very end, and it came down to the wire. It really did. Shout out to the Vikings Brothers Union. Y'all did a great job, and it was one heck of a battle the whole week. Man. And 7 seconds. Countdown goes down to 0. Then we're going to come back, look at it. Obviously, it's going to be, what, 30 minutes after, because it ends before the servers reset, I believe. And then go back. Doop, doop, doop. Victory. Let's go. Lord of Battle, I'm starting to like it more and more. I think it's probably my all-time favorite PvE thing to do, because you only get one battle per team per day when the event is live. It's extremely fun. Really quick, like I said, again, shout out to everyone who participated. It's so fun, and I can't wait for the next Lord of Battle against all of y'all. Greatness manifested.